Hi, everybody. This is Ellen Pierce, your favorite Lafayette Park realtor, resident realtor, and neighborhood super fan. I'm so excited to share what's happening in our area over the last year in Lafayette Park. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and what you're going to see here, the lowest price home in our neighborhood sold for $425, and it was a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, which for families is a little bit less desirable because a lot of families don't want to share a bathroom, for 1320 square feet. And that was in October of last year on the 7th. So just to know that. And then here, the highest price home, this was sold in May, right before the interest rates rose. So the market kind of fell off a cliff in May of last year. But not to worry if you're the person who bought this house. Our market here is super rock solid. So we are going to recover. It just is going to take a little while. I would recommend staying in your home about 3 years. This one sold in May for $780. So that's the peak of our neighborhood. All right, and now I want to show you info sparks for our neighborhood data. All right, so some fun things to look at. New listings, there were 3 last month, 2 under contract. So for new listings in February, we had 3 out on the market. The average sale price was down to $475. That's from November, we hit $633, and May of last year, average price point was $669. When you're looking at percent of original price, we're seeing 98.1%. This is a lot because people are pricing their homes a little bit too high, and buyers are coming in low. They're getting a deal they feel like, but also in my business, we price in the sweet spot pricing to drive competition for the listing so that we can get more for your house. We are seeing an average of 284 per square foot. This goes up and down, and I think this has a lot to do with the quality in our neighborhood. So some homes are completely remodeled from the studs. They look beautiful and new. If you are remodeling your home, something to pay attention to is that the trend in what's desirable and popular right now is really shifting. We're moving away from kind of the COVID times, stark, clean lines with blue, blacks, and whites into a more warm tone, organic feel. So that's kind of an exciting shift. It might be some style that you would see in Sayulita in Mexico. So we see the price point peak at 501 and drop down to 329 and come back up to 488. So this isn't like set in stone. Obviously, it goes up and down depending on what is selling in our neighborhood. The days on market right now, let's look at December because one day on market isn't really realistic. But December, we saw 90 days on market. That's pretty typical for the winter. Let's go back in time and check out like July. That's like a very typical amount of days on market. That means they probably sold in the first weekend or the second weekend. So 9 days and then a 30-day-ish contract. And see, December peaks again. So you can kind of see here why it's so much better to sell in the summer months. 2020 is a little different. So a little bit of our data is skewed for sure, but you can see pretty clearly that if you go on market in May, June, July, you're going to have a much easier time selling than if you wait till November, December. All right. So month supply for month, right now we're showing at a 0.5 for month supply. And what that means is that if no more homes came on the market, we would sell out in half a month. And that is really good news for sellers because it means it's a very hot seller's market for our area. When it starts to balance out, we call it a Goldilocks market. That's like 3.5 months. And then a true buyer's market is at 5 months supply. So this is something that's really hard for people to wrap their head around at first sometimes. But the gist of it is it's still a very strong seller's market in our area, especially if you price correctly. If you price based on that home that sold in May of last year, you're going to have a hard time selling. That was a record-breaking price for our area. If you price competitively, you're going to see more people interested in your home, more competition drives value. All right. So showings per listing, I like to show this just because it helps you get a sense of like how many people you need to have through your home in order to sell. And so we're seeing like 13 up to 17. So that's pretty typical. 13 to 17. And usually in the first weekend, if we're priced correctly, we're shooting for 10 people through. So we're going to get to that 13, 17 really easily. Awesome. Well, right now we had 3 new listings out. We currently have 1 for sale, and I do want to show you that. So hold on just a second while I pull that up. So this gorgeous home is for sale. It's beautiful. It's been remodeled. They priced it at $749. They've been out 40 days. 4 bedroom, 2 bath. So at 40 days, they might be priced a little bit too high for what the market can bear at the moment. They're at 1858 square feet, which is a great amount of space. It's beautiful. Looks like they put a lot of money into this remodel, and they're getting into those warmer tones. One thing about this house in particular that can make a difference in cost and what to value your house at is that this one is on 111, whereas some others in the neighborhood are on the park. So that's really something to pay attention to when you're looking at selling your home. But if you do want to sell, the field is wide open. So let me know and I will talk to you soon. Again, I'm Ellen, your favorite Lafayette Park realtor, resident realtor, and enthusiast. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.